I already took drone videos in many different situations and areas of the world. In this video I will show you how you can improve your drone videos as well. A lot of people start recording at liftoff, fly around for 25 minutes and stop the recording when they land again. At home they browse through 25 minutes of video footage but can't really find anything that is specifically great. So here is how I do it. I don't start the recording at liftoff. Instead, while being in the air, I decide exactly how my next shot should be like. Means I have an object I want to film. I decide on the movement I'm going to do, start recording, do the movement, stop recording. If I'm not happy with the shot, I take the same shot again. Got it? So what kind of movement can that be? It can be around an object in a circle. It can be straight towards an object. It can be the top-down perspective. It can be over an object and at the same time moving the camera down or up. There are so many different movements that can be made. So instead of randomly flying through the air, take specific shots and only record these. And of course, your movements have to be smooth. Here's a sample of how not to do it. It takes a bit of practice to make smooth movements, but aren't challenges the fun part of working with the drone? Now let's talk about the recording itself. You want the video to be pretty, right? Many people make the mistake of setting the exposure that it is correct for the ground. But the sky is overexposed. This looks very ugly. If ground and sky don't have the same brightness, rather underexpose the ground and bring up the shadows in post. Most drones have a fixed aperture. My DJI Mavic Pro has a fixed aperture of f2.2. The exposure can only be adjusted through shutter speed and ISO. In very bright areas like this island, this would mean that I have to set it to 1/4000th, what makes movement look quite jittery. To prevent this, I use ND filters. They act like sunglasses and block some of the light from entering the lens. I have a polarized filter, ND8 and ND16. Most of the time I use the ND8, but on the beach I used ND16. Instead of 1/4000th, I brought the shutter speed down to 1/250th. But don't worry, before investing money into filters, first follow the other tips at the top. If you got an expert in these, you can move up to the last point. Now go out to the fields, look for something interesting to film and practice what I taught.